That's wax that I put on my blades. Pretty good knife. I just took it apart, cleaned it. Feels a lot smoother, that's for sure. Really like the knife. There's some things I found that you see that right there in the corner, top left, right about there. I think that's why I think it's really Damascus, because if that was etched, that would have been kind of perfect. And I don't know if it was fake, or would they go through all that trouble to put a core in there? You know, they could have just etched the Damascus look on a regular 440 steel or 8CR or something like that. So I think this is line. I'm pretty sure that this is real abalone, because if you look, there's sections of it where they put it together, where you can see where it's squared off right about there. And if it was fake, it would just be one piece. So right here you can tell where there's strips of abalone where they put it together. But regardless, for the price, thinking that this is real, and I think this is real also, but let's say it's fake, it's a freaking good knife for 20-something bucks. So pretty sharp, cuts paper really well, but it's not doesn't shave. So I kind of like the knife. I really liked it just playing around with it, and when I open it up, and here's its big brother, another Eafengrow. This one I just got done chopping with a branch off a tree for a friend. He said it was in a way, and I forgot to wipe it off, and 3 or 4 hours later it started to do the whatever staining or whatever it's called. So I really think that this is real D2, because I do get when I keep it in my pants and I sweat a lot, this part right here is exposed to my pocket, and I get little spots of rust because it sticks out. And so I really believe that this is D2 because it rusts pretty quick in the pocket. And even I'll just put this on it, so it should help. But back to this knife. This is a really good knife. I mean, I took it apart. You'll see some pictures. Now, it used to go towards the show side because the spring, the liner lock is pretty tight. But now that I took it apart and put it back together, it's pretty well centered. These scales do not come off. This right here, I think, is welded all together. So what I had to do is put like some cardboard and a piece of plastic to hold this apart, so I can put the washers and the blade back together. So it did take a little bit of, you can see the line there, it did take a little bit of work to get the washers back in. pretty disappointed with the washers. The washers are just regular metal washers. So this is not going to be a flicker where you can thumb flick. I think I did once. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not a flicker anyway. Someone else who flicks could probably get this to flick, but yeah, I'm not. Sorry. That ain't gonna happen. But this is a really good knife. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with this knife. Nice office knife. Opens up on letters and cardboard boxes really well, and it's a really fun knife. I mean, I really enjoy this knife. This is gonna probably be the last knife for a while. I have quite a few Eafengrows. I think this one is one too. Yeah, that has the wax on it. Sorry, but yeah, that's an Eafengrow. And so, yeah, they're good knives. They usually come really sharp. This one didn't come really sharp. It just came sharp. But it's a really beautiful knife. I'm surprised they're not selling as much because they're really good knife. I guess the quality's hit and miss, but when you get a good one, and that's why I'm not getting rid of this one. This one's a really good one, even with the little blemish right here. But as far as a knife is concerned, this is a really good knife. I mean, the lock, the lock used to be almost 100%, but now it's to 50 because when I took it apart, I think I aligned it better. So now it's got more of an early lockup. And the reason why I think it's there'll be some pictures on here, but back here you can see the folds. So I think this is really Damascus. It's not very good Damascus because within the folds you can see pockets. So on right now you can't see, but you'll see it on the photos. So I really do think this is Damascus. It's just not very good Damascus. But you know what? I'd rather have this is a cheap, well, not cheap, but inexpensive knife. And to have any kind of Damascus on that is pretty good because everything else is quality on this knife. Except for those washers. I'm going to put some different type of washers, nylon or something. But this knife is so well put together. I mean, it is just, when I looked at the pictures, I thought this was going to be a problem. This transition from metal to the resin. But it is really smooth. I mean, you can feel a difference because there's dimples, but that is real smooth. Back here, it's like, that's just high-end smooth. That's just really, the feel is really good, so I think people should get the knife, and if you get a bad one, send it back. This one, I was really going to send back because of this right here. But then I said, you know what? Everything else is good about this knife, so I'd be crazy to send it back. You know? I really would, because if it's hit and miss, then this just missed a little bit. So everything else is great about this knife. So I really, really enjoy this knife. To me, it's fun. It's got a good detent. Now it's centered. The lock is really good. It does its job really well. It cuts, like I said, cardboard, and I just got it today, and I already used it on some letters and cardboard. So I think you'll like the knife. Sorry, this is a long 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I'll let you go. You guys have a good one, and God bless.